Hey man, I be killing that beat, boy. I don't care what nobody say, man. I kill that.
You be back there Millie rocking or some shit.
Hey, boy, I doing all type of shit back here in the back. And see, nobody know what happened behind the scenes back there, but we be in the green room. I be chilling in the green room.
Bro, we all know you only got one dance move.
I don't give a shit. I be killing it. You think I care? Only got one dance move?
You got one dance.
You think I only care? I got one dance move because I really do. I'll be like,
You got that one.
you see me that girl? Be,
That one dance move, bro.
yo, that's copyright. Don't steal my dance move, man. Hey, bro, straight up though. But without further ado, man, welcome to the One Stop Podcast.
We talk sports and
all
all
that
that
other
other shit. What's
Yes,
up,
sir.
Mike?
What's up, man? Hey, we're a few minutes late, but guess what? Better late than never.
A few.
Better late than never.
This is supposed to start at 7:30.
That's cool.
7:30, Mike.
Listen, man. Listen, stuff happened, all right?
Eastern time, Mike.
Stuff happened, all right? All right?
All right. Hey, man.
Hey, I got a question for you, though.
Hey, bro, that's not how we do this show, bro. You can't just like get up and like move and shit.
I did what I want to do. I don't care.
Man, come on, bro. What is wrong with you?
It is what it is, man. And listen, this is the One Stop Podcast, and we follow a script, but sometimes we don't.
Yeah,
And
come
so,
on. I ain't about to lie to people. We'll never follow.
well, first of all, I had my baby in the middle of this show last time, so there's that.
That's what I'm saying. We ain't never got a script, but anything can happen.
You right.
Anything can happen.
All right, KG, let's get going. Anything's possible. Talk about. Listen. So I got a question for you before we get started. Right, this is going to jump us right to our original topic right here. First of all, anybody that's tuning into the One Stop Podcast, please click the subscribe button, share it with your friends, share the link, follow us on all social media platforms. We at the One Stop Podcast. You know, so if y'all don't know, that's your main man, the Boss.
Hey man, I mean that's my name, bro.
Oh, so you didn't want to be? That's your main man, Rel, and I'm your boy Vano right here. So that's what it is right here. So before we get going right here, just make sure y'all click subscribe, share a little bit, have a little fun with us, man. But we need to get this out to y'all peoples and everything because we dropping some hard content.
Share the link, you guys. Share the broadcast. Don't do us like that.
Don't be selfish and keep it to yourself.
You know what I'm saying, man? Come on, share it with the people. Share it with your friends. Share it with the ones you love.
Yeah, I should probably lotion my hands a little bit, but whatever. So without further ado, right now, if you don't know what's going on in the sports world, number one is the NBA playoffs, or what we should call the NBA play-in.
Play-in, which in all honesty, I'm not a fan of. I just go ahead and put it out there from the jump. I'm not a fan of it. And some may look at it and say, well, you're not a fan of it because your team is in the play-in game. I wasn't a fan of it before that. I was not. And I'm not about to sit here and lie. Only because I feel like teams are being rewarded for being the ninth and the 10th seed. And I don't think that's right. Now, it's possible that every team that's in the ninth and the 10th spot loses. But first of all, they want good draft picks anyway if they're at that bottom of the field. So I don't think it's fair. That's just me though.
I'm with you. Listen, so I go with this right here. So a few seasons ago, before COVID happened, right? The West was real tough, and you had teams that was 1, 2, 3, 4 games out of actually making the playoffs, maybe 2, 3 games, because it was just tight. Like between the third place team and the 8th place team was 1 game.
Yeah,
everybody was hot, and so. I think that what they did, because it's a fragmented season and they played 72 games this year versus the 82 that they would normally play. They said, what can we do to allow teams to actually get going in the actual playoffs or get going to make this thing a little better here? So they said, hey, we're going to have a play-in game. Now, I'm not upset about them having it. I don't like the format.
I mean, for me, the format ain't bad. It's just that I just don't understand having it. Like, bro, if I'm a 9th or a 10th team, like the load management can be heavy right now. Like, in all seriousness, like the load management can be crazy right now because you're allowing teams Like I get like Washington and what's the other squad? Washington and the Warriors. They
Right.
fought to get to those seeds where they fought to get to those 8 seeds.
And so they feel a little hot right now. So they
Yeah.
feel like, listen, we can beat anybody.
So they fought to get to those seeds. You mean to tell me now they got to battle with the people that they fought against to stay there? Like, come on, man. Like, how unfair is that, man? Like, I just don't understand. And I know it's all a money grab. That's all it is, man. It's all extra money. I see some people like, man, but they're trying to make it entertainment. The NBA playoff already entertaining. It's already entertaining, man. Look, you did it last year because of the bubble. I get it, whatever. But let's get back to normal. Regular schedule program. Let's get to it.
So you think we should go 82 games? If you finish in the 8th spot, you in the 8th spot, you finish in the 9th spot, see your ass next year?
Because what? If I finish 9th place and I'm 5 games behind, who's in 8th?
And you had 80 games to figure it out.
Like, come on.
So basically what you're saying is why you getting extra credit on a test.
Yeah. Like, I'm 5 games behind, but I get to still like play against the 8th seed, or the 8th seed, where I gotta play 10, I gotta play the 10 who probably also 5 games behind me, right? So we play each other, boom, I beat them. Or let's say the team who's 10 games behind the 8th beat us, and then they play the 8th seed and beat the 8th. Like, come on, it's a one game. Anything can happen. That ain't cool to me.
That's equivalent to what happens in the wild card series in baseball.
Yeah, that ain't cool to me, man. And I ain't rocking with it. But
so I got a question. Would you respect the playoffs a little more if they made it a 3-game series?
No, bro. I like it the way it was. And I'm not one of those guys like, get off my line, keep things the way it is. I just think now we're rewarding everybody. Not everybody getting a trophy. You know what I mean? Not all the kids win. Like I don't like that. And I'm never gonna like that. I'm sorry.
So you want these kids to just take their L, go home,
Bruh,
and figure it out next year.
When I was growing up, if we lost, we ain't get nothing.
I agree. I'm with you, bro.
Listen,
we on the same page here, but so we don't agree with the format. To some degree, I don't like the way the format's set up, right? I don't like that the 7th seed plays the 8th seed and then a winner of that. So the loser literally gets two times in a row.
Yeah.
To actually get in. That means that what's the point? Because they're gonna get it out the mud, right? They should get it out the mud, right?
Should get out the mud.
Yeah, unless they're in Houston hanging out with Lou Williams, or in Atlanta hanging out with Lou Williams, you might be in a little trouble.
Like, you really got players like Steph Curry and Russell who fought for those seeds that they're in. And you mean to tell me now they got to do a play-in tournament? Like, you fought hard to get those 2 spots.
Listen, I'm with you, bro. Listen, we on the same page, and I'm not trying to be devil's advocate here,
Nah, it's just something about that just don't sit right, man. And you know what? Again, Adam Silver have made some good, decisions in the NBA. I'm not gonna lie and say he hasn't, but this is something I can't agree with, and I can't.
I'm with you, bro. So basically, you should say they should probably expand the playoffs if they want more teams to actually get in there versus giving it a one-hit.
Yeah. So you mean to tell me you can't expand the number of All-Star players that enter the All-Star, but you're doing all this other expansion? Like, it should be like 17 players in the All-Star game for each team, but you want to expand, give an extra 2 teams a shot in the playoffs. So what are we doing, man? When does it end? Tell me. Somebody tell me when does it end. Now, of course, I'm gonna watch because I was just watching.
Chicago, not Chicago. You watching Charlotte get roasted.
I was just watching Charlotte getting rocked. I mean, I can tell you what the score is right now. It just went off on me. 92-66 in the 3rd quarter. I'm just watching that. So it's not like I'm not gonna watch, but I'm watching because I'm a sports fan. I'm a sports fan and I do a sports podcast. So I'm gonna watch. But the fact that it matters, that doesn't make it right for those players. And I've seen Mark Cuban came out before they got up to the 5th seed. He was like, I voted to have this play-in game, and I don't think I made the right decision. It's a money grab, bro.
It is. I mean, they're not in a good position right now. They're gonna have to fight for their life.
Well, hold on. So you think the Clippers are going to beat? I think the Mavs might end up getting the Clippers, bro. They might owe them for what they did last year. If Porzingis can stay healthy, I don't know for sure, but
Bro, we're talking end of the season. If he can stay healthy, like to be clear, Porzingis only had like one and a half season of health.
One real good season, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, literally, he ain't nothing but the European Embiid.
No, I can't. Embiid ain't even that bad, bro.
Here's the thing: Embiid only been healthy this full season right here, in my opinion. Like, this has been his best year. Last year, at the end of it, he got better, so he's figuring some stuff out. But Porzingis, I don't know, man. It is.
Nah, it's man. At this point, bro, I just tired of them trying to do extra stuff to try to make stuff. I don't know, man. It's just at some place you got to stop. All right.
Right.
Some teams are good.
You got to be a hard line, right?
Now, come on, man. But you know what? Again, I'm watching Charlotte getting blown out. Of course, they were like the ninth. I think they're the 9th seed or the 10th. I don't know. They ain't even got up there. Who's what? Either way, this game shouldn't even be happening right now. We should just be going ahead getting ready for Celtics versus Sixers, and then Wizards versus Nets. Bro, I want the Wizards Nets. That's what I want. I want the Wizards Nets, bro. I want Russell and KD to go at it again. Cause we know Russell gonna give me everything.
Listen, I'm okay with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think Washington got enough firepower.
Oh no, they're not gonna win. I'm not.
But you just want to see the fight, right? I mean, this could literally be a 6 to 7 game series.
Yeah,
probably 5 to 6.
I just want the entertainment value of it. I know for a fact KD and the Nets are going to win this. I mean,
so check this out. We also get what we want to see in between LeBron and Golden State on the West Coast side of it, between that play-in game, right? LeBron and the Lakers versus Golden State and Steph.
But I think the Steph and the Warriors and LeBron and Lakers deserve to be where they're at. So they should already just be in the mix to play those games against the Utah Jazz and the Phoenix Suns.
So I got a question for you, right?
Okay, talk to me.
Not that this actually makes sense, but this work with me for a second here, right?
I got you.
The Lakers are in a play-in game, right?
Facts.
Deservedly, in their mind, they think they probably should be the 1 seed coming out of the West because that's where they were
prior to everybody getting hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, but so in their mind, they're like, we get in, win a 7 seed, we'll probably play Utah.
They have to play Phoenix if they get
Phoenix. Mm-hmm. You think they're gonna look at this like they're a 1 seed, and they're gonna be like,
you know what?
1 extra game.
I think LeBron's trying to add something else to his resume because I think the lowest seed to ever win a championship was, I think, the 6th seed was the lowest seed, and LeBron has a chance to either be the 7th or the 8th seed or
So you think he low managed to get down there?
No.
Okay, if we between 7 and 10, we good?
Nah, he didn't clipper this. He didn't clipper this.
Oh, so you saying the Lakers low managed?
No, I'm saying no. The Clippers.
You said he didn't clipper this.
No,
I mean the Clippers low managed this.
The Clippers are the low managing dodging team. Like they're the one that dodge people.
My bad, bro. That's what I meant.
You
think low managed?
The Clippers are the one that say we're not going to play people, or we realize we might end up facing the Lakers in like the 2nd round, or possibly even the 1st round. We're not. How do you lose to the Rockets and OKC if you're the Clippers?
They had a bad night.
No, my ass.
Bad night.
Bro, that was some soft shit, bro. That was soft, bro.
I mean, listen, man, they just didn't.
That was soft. That was soft, and you know that was soft.
Listen, I don't got now. What you want me to say, bro? Everything on this podcast don't got to be a full on debate. We agree a lot, just not often, but it happens,
bro. Like, how do you, like, if you're the Clippers, right?
I can't justify it, bro.
I know, but think about it. If you're the Clippers, and all last year you like, we didn't want to go to the bubble, which is some BS. Like, come on, man. I don't want to hear that. I didn't want to go in the bubble because if you didn't,
I only know one man didn't want to go to the bubble.
Who was that?
Kyrie,
because he couldn't go.
And he wasn't even playing. Like
He wasn't even invited. Yo, they told him he couldn't go because he wasn't playing.
So it's like I wouldn't even go. Nigga, you can't go anyway.
But the thing is, if you didn't want to go to the bubble, they had it in the contract where you still get paid and you just sit out. So if you're the Clippers and you don't want to go to the bubble, forfeit. Let the Suns, because the Suns really wanted to be there.
And they were hot.
Yeah, exactly. Let the Suns get your spot. That's why I don't want to hear all that. Man, they didn't want to play in the bubble, man. If they didn't want to play in the bubble, they would have took their ass home.
They shouldn't have showed up because it took a lot of work to get to the bubble.
Exactly. That's just a fact. So obviously you wanted to be in the bubble. You just mad you got your ass bust by the Denver Nuggets and you thought you was gonna win it all. You should have lost to the Mavericks, but some BS happened with the foul against Porzingis. That's why I think Porzingis is gonna be on his A game and put that work in on the game.
We'll see, man. We're gonna keep everybody updated. We're gonna keep all the Stopaholics updated on what's going on in this NBA playoffs because we got a couple of teams in there that we like a little bit, so we gonna stay in tune to that.
And let us know how y'all feel about the play-in games and stuff. Do you like it? Matter of fact, producer, if you can, if it's possible, put a poll up about the play-in game. Do you like it? Yes, and do you not? No. Let's see the percentage.
So basically, you calling the play-in game summer school? Should have got it done in regular school.
Should have got it done in the regular, bro. Okay. I know some of us got to go to summer school. I ain't gonna lie. I went 1 year. And I had fun. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you, bro. I had fun.
Your ass should have been in 8th grade again, is what you said.
Bro, and man, that joint was fun. I ain't gonna lie. That summer school was fun, bro. It was so many people at summer school too. There's a lot of people.
Hey, listen, I've never been to summer school, so I'm assuming it's just a bunch of people from other schools.
It's just a bunch of people from other schools, bro. That just
with a teacher that don't got shit else to do is like, I'll teach y'all that I'm dumbass something.
Bro, that was the first time I met a bro too, an alpha dog. He was cool as shit too. He passed me, man. I ain't do shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was cool, bro. I wasn't even bro yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
You're like, hey, you cool peoples, bro.
Hey, you want to answer a Stopaholic question real quick? They asked.
I'll answer one.
They asked, what do we think about the which one you think is harder to win a championship, in NFL or the NBA? We can answer that real quick.
Oh, for me, definitely the NFL.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go NBA, bro.
I'm gonna go NFL.
All right, why you say NFL?
Here's the thing: we got 53 guys on the roster, right?
Facts.
We got a quarterback. We got 11 dudes on offense, 11 dudes on defense. At the end of the day, the NFL is the ultimate team sports. You fool around and lose your left tackle, or you lose a quarterback, one or two dudes, right? Or you lose a starting safety or a wide receiver or running back, you might be screwed. In the NBA, some of these teams are just built differently. Like, I mean, it's tough for somebody like LeBron to do what he did and dominate. But I mean, you can put 3 to 4 guys on a team that you can say that, hey, they're gonna be decently healthy. If they can get to the playoff and get through it, I think that they got a chance. So now in this era where it's more big 3-ish type stuff and not straight team ball, it's probably a little more challenging to win it, in my opinion, in the NFL than it is NBA. Because I mean, outside of Tom Brady, and take what he's done, because that dude's like, he don't really count. So you got to throw him out. But somebody like Aaron Rodgers has been to 4 NFC championships and only won 1. I mean, right now you look at Pat Mahomes, and this dude's the second coming of Jesus Christ to a lot of people, and he's been to 3 AFC championship games, 2 Super Bowls, and 1. And I mean, that could be done. Somebody like Jim Kelly's 4 Super Bowls couldn't win a ring. Dan Marino couldn't get it done. So, I mean, I think NFL is a little harder because you get there one time, you may not never get back again.
So, and I hear your perspective on the NFL, and I'm going to give you mine on the NBA. And I'm going to agree with my man, Tim. You can't look into an NBA championship. You see how the Giants went on a run and lucked into, like,
what?
You can't, no, bro. I let you go. Hold on, did I not? I let you go on a whole little rant about how you feel about your NFL, right? Let me go on mine. So just like the NFL, you got your top dogs, right? And the top dog is mainly like Brady, right? If Brady don't win, then you get other people. You'll get a Steelers, you'll get a Giants, like you'll get teams who really make that push. You'll get teams that wasn't. Hold on, let me finish. You'll get teams that wasn't good the prior season, like case in point, the Panthers. The season prior to that, we were trash. Next thing you know, we go 15-1 and make it to the Super Bowl, right? Lose it, but there was a chance that could have been won. That doesn't happen in the NBA. There's no surprise. There's no Charlotte Hornets coming out of nowhere in the NBA to win a championship. You know your Lakers going to be there. The Clippers probably, the team that the pick at the top that can possibly be there, and there's no waiver from that.
So I got a question for you, right?
Uh-huh.
We know what the NBA is going to have at least 3 to 5 seasons in advance, at least 3-4 seasons, right? And for a while, you say, hey, who you got to win the championship? You know what I say? I got Bron.
Yeah, Bron, exactly.
But here's the thing. We know he's one of the best players in the league. And we can say, hey, we think Aaron Donald's the best defensive tackle that's ever played a game, or we've seen one of the best other players to play a position, running back, wide receiver. But here's the thing. It don't get done without a team sport. And so, like, we looked at that Giants team. I wouldn't say they lucked into it, but they got hot at a good time. But here's the thing.
They lucked into it because they ran into a Patriots team who was super hot.
But they started out the season hot.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That doesn't happen in NBA. Like, you're not going to catch a Charlotte Hornet team doing that. Look, you're talking about.
So I got a question for you.
Okay.
What's the biggest underdog team that's won an NBA championship?
You tell me.
No, underdog team. I don't know. This is your point. I don't know. The biggest underdog team.
Okay, so you're not hearing me then. There is no underdog teams that win in the NBA. That's why it's harder to win in the NBA.
So here's the thing.
You hear me? Are you getting this?
No, you're not understanding. So here's the thing.
Okay.
When Golden State won the championship versus LeBron, right? They won 73 in 9 games. Well, we could literally pick the final teams. We could pick the final 2, 3, 4 teams that's going to be there.
So what are you saying right now?
No. Case in point, my bro. Listen. What's the sorry ass team? The 49ers 2 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody had them making a playoff. They rattled off 8 wins and they made it to the actual thing. So we didn't have them there. It happened. But I mean, nobody looks at all the other stuff that's going on behind the scenes on the back of an NFL team. It's a lot harder to win an NFL championship, in my opinion, than it is for.
But listen to yourself. You saying it's harder. Listen now. You saying it's harder to win an NFL championship.
But my point is that some of these teams we don't even have to even get there to begin with.
Is that
for NFL? We don't have these teams to get there to begin with.
Linda, listen, bro. Listen to yourself.
Run it.
You saying there's team that make it to the NFL that we don't even think NFL championship that we don't even think about at the beginning of the season that could have possibly made it. So their trajectory, so it's easier to get it to the NFL championship because teams you're not even expecting to win it, make it there. In the NBA, teams you're not expecting to win it, don't make it there.
Who's that, bro? Let's be clear about this.
Bro,
Miami's won when LeBron was there. He's won 3 of them.
Bro, Miami,
when LeBron gets back to Cleveland, he wins again.
Okay, at the beginning of the season, let's just look right now. Beginning of the season, the top teams right now. Are we expecting the Wizards, right? Are we expecting the Wizards to win it all?
None of these teams ever win.
Bro, okay, case in point, bro. You got teams that ain't even making it, though. You got teams like Carolina and the 49ers who were trash the season before coming back and making it. So what are you talking about?
But my point is, here's the thing. That's different. Carolina didn't win. They made it. Here's the thing. The NBA teams, what I'm saying, bro, the NBA teams, it's still the top dogs that's still gonna make it and they still gonna win regardless. It's what it is.
That's why
the probability of a top NBA team, and it's only like 4 that you could pick to make it, would be a lot higher than it would be for an NFL team. Because, like I said, the Carolina team, when they won, nobody had them actually getting there to do it.
The NBA is harder because it's 7 games. You got to prove for 7 games. And the NFL is 1 game. There is no team that gets hot and go crazy in the NBA that just make it. You have the Believe team that beats the Mavericks in that 1 series, and they dud it out after that. If in that case scenario, they will be the Giants if they made it to that point. But they didn't.
But here's the thing: they still get 7 games, like you said, to actually go through this, and then they still got a chance if they get hot. They get home field advantage. They get home court, so they can still win 3 games on the road, 3 games at home, and still get a chance to actually go. NFL is a lot harder, bro. Listen, we watched a Patriots team go 5-1, and they still lost. 15-1 and still lost.
Dude, there is no surprise. Like, there is no like Seattle Seahawks teams coming out of nowhere.
Listen,
and
here's the
thing.
thing.
Like even when Seattle won that year, like you wasn't expecting them to go crazy like that. They weren't at the top radar. They just got there, right? Chicago Bears, when they had Rex Grossman as their quarterback, you were not expecting them to go crazy like that, especially with a Rex Grossman.
They still had a top defense.
Bro, you didn't expect them to go crazy like that and even make it to the Super Bowl. You didn't expect that.
That's my point exactly. And so some of the teams you expect, guess what? Them motherfuckers ain't gonna be there.
But I don't think you listening to yourself, man.
No, you're not listening.
I really know, because you're saying surprise teams can do such and such in NFL, so that makes it harder to win NFL.
Listen, check this out, bro. So we're gonna get off this because we got to, and we're gonna run into our next topic real quick.
Okay.
So here's the thing. In the NFL, right? It's about 2 teams that you will pick to actually make it to the finals or make it to the championship, right? The odds of them being correct, are you picking a Final 4 NFL teams, is slim to damn none. You might only get 1 right. Outside of that, you might get a team that's hot, but in the NBA, you get some teams like, honestly, everybody, like, no, in the NBA, literally we got the Lakers and we got not the Celtics, we got the Lakers, we got Brooklyn, and folks are looking at maybe Philly to actually win it. Who else you got?
Bro,
it's so much teams you can, like, here's the thing. You ain't never seen the Phoenix Suns just fucking get hot and win. They're just not gonna win in 7 games.
Am I crazy?
You're losing your mind.
No, bro, you are, bro. Am I crazy? Bro.
So I got a question.
No, stop.
No, we done. We done.
It's my turn to go, bro.
We done. I got a question for you. Did you see the Heat making the finals last year?
No, but they were asking. It was still okay. And they made it, right? But you talking? Did you see the Giants making it when they made it? Did you see them making it to the championship?
No.
Did you see Carolina make it to the championship?
Yeah, they was fucking hot all season. They was balling.
At the beginning of the season, bro. Did you see it?
Y'all had a good defense. You asked me.
Liar, bro. You're a fucking liar, bro. Dude, I talked to you. I know you for real. You're a fucking liar, bro. Come on, man. Listen, bro. You are 100% proving my point. You said teams like the Philadelphia 76ers and like the Bucks, those are the teams you expected to win at the beginning, right? And those are the teams we expected now to win. If we go into the football season, you're looking at the Bucks to probably win it all, and maybe the Chiefs. If those teams don't make it and are fucking like the Saints making it or something, that's unexpected, but it can happen. That makes it easier to win in the NFL because a team that you don't expect to make it will actually be there.
It's backwards, bro.
What are you talking about? Let's move on, man. Bro. Bro, you're not making no sense.
Bro, so I got a question for you, bro. So we done it. We gonna finish this up.
Right? I can tell Sean your boy. I can tell
no, because you're not understanding it. So check this out.
Y'all motherfuckers crazy.
So how many teams? What teams you got making to the finals year? NBA?
Huh? My teams were the Lakers and the Sixers. That's why I had my picks. Those are my picks.
So what are the odds that you think the Lakers are gonna make it to the finals?
It's a pretty good odds.
So what odds do you think the Sixers are gonna make it?
It's pretty high. 6 number 1 seed. The Lakers are 7, but they got the best player in the league.
Okay. All right. No further questions.
But what's the odds of anybody below them making it? See,
it ain't high. It is not high.
Okay, no, listen. Okay, you're talking about the top teams, right? We're saying teams below the top teams in NFL can make it to the championship and win it because it's been done plenty of time. That doesn't happen in the NBA. Are you getting it now? Because lower teams in the NBA don't surpass those teams in the NBA, the higher seeds, because it's 7 games to do it. But you get a team like the Giants who can go on a run and be a 9-17 go on a run and make it to the NFL championship and beat the Patriots in a one-game scenario.
That makes sense. You're right. You're right. You proved my point. That means it's harder to fucking win. Nobody had the Giants winning.
How is it harder when a team that's 9-7 won it? How is it harder?
Because you didn't have them winning it. You ain't had them making the playoffs.
Bruh, that means they had an option to win. The teams that are in the NBA that you're not expecting to make it to win, they
don't even make it. They don't even get there. They don't get a chance.
That's why it's hard in the NBA. Because they don't get a chance. Yo, I'm done, bro.
But here's the thing. Who's giving them a chance?
Bro, I got stuff to do, bro. We got to go, bro.
Who's giving them a chance? No fucking body. Bro, not giving them a chance.
Bro, a team that don't have a chance to make it and make it, bro, I'm done,
listen,
bro.
It's still, here's the thing. So,
bro, I'm done, bro. We got to move on.
No, hell no. We gonna scrap one of these conversations real quick. But here's the thing. No, hey, we gonna have to get back to do this because you're not understanding it.
You just said you said they never had a chance to make it. That shows you how hard it is. Like a Dominique Wilkins never had a chance to make it, right?
But here's the thing.
That shows you how hard it is to win in the NBA.
Listen, they got 7
Did you
games.
look at Eli Manning and say he never had a chance to make it?
No.
Because he made it.
No, nobody had. Listen, we look at you. So, hey, I got a question. Can we do this real quick or no? Can we scrap the Kwame Brown stuff?
Like Tim said, we scrap Kwame Brown. Like Tim said, the Super Bowl is up for grabs every year. Every year, the Super Bowl up for grabs. The NBA championship is not up to grabs for anybody every year, and I put money on that. Every year, a new team could win the Super Bowl. This how Tampa Bay won it this year. That is not the NBA, bro. That's not the NBA.
Okay. All right.
That's just a fact. Because at one point, we didn't even know Tampa Bay was going to win it.
So let's go with this. The top teams that you have going into a season are the dudes that you actually get down with. Let's say top 4 teams, right? Mm-hmm. The odds of them actually winning it in the NBA is a lot higher. The odds of them winning it in the NFL is not as high. So we look at the end of the day, we had Kansas City being the number 1 team to actually win the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And people gave Tom Brady a chance to win the Super Bowl just because he was Tom Brady off the strength.
Exactly.
So by default, that's what they had going on. But you still look at those games versus Green Bay and what happened versus Tampa Bay, a close-ass game. You got 1 game to get it done. In the NBA, you got 7 games and you got home field advantage to actually say the better team gonna win, because if they go to game 7 and you get home, the odds of you winning is fucking a lot higher. Like, teams just don't be blowing game 7s on the road in the NBA, and so the NFL is a little more challenging to actually get it done. That's my point exactly. That's all I'm saying,
bro.
Nobody had Green Bay to fucking get it done last season,
bro.
So for top teams, my point is teams,
bro. Listen, and as a matter of fact, we can't go no further after this. This is gonna have to be also, and I apologize to everybody. We can't get to the rest, but bro. In a 7-game series, the best team is going to win, correct?
Yeah.
Put them up right. In a 1-game series, does the best team always win?
No, they don't.
So if the Jacksonville Jaguars would have upset the Patriots when they played on that shit and end up going to the Super Bowl and win it, is that not someone we didn't expect to win? But since it's up for grab because it's 1 game, is that not one of the things like, damn, it's a little easier to win in the NFL than the NBA, because in the NBA, you got to do it 7 times. You got to do it, my bad, you got to do it 4 times. You got to do it 4 times out of the 7.
Listen, 9 times. But here's the thing, 9 times out of the 10, the best team is going to win in the NFL.
That's not true.
You can only name me the Giants series when they lost.
Dude, when Seattle, and I go to playoff, when Seattle beat New Orleans, and they were like a 7-9. They were like 7-9. How the best team win?
They still were a good team, and they was losing close games. That don't mean that they were
7-9, bro. My team won divisions on 7-9. What are you talking about?
Y'all the only team that's ever did that in NFL history. 7, 8,
what are you
and
talking
1.
about? The The NFL lease was just terrible this year. What are you talking about?
Listen, them niggas was done week 1. They was done week after the first week in playoffs.
Look, under 500 and got to host the playoff game. What are you talking about?
And they still lost. And they still lost real quick.
Bro,
you're not
gonna sit here and tell me that it's easier to win the NBA, easier to win in the NFL. I'm sorry, it's easier. It's hard, my bad. That is harder to win in the NFL than it is the NBA. When you got to beat a LeBron-led team 4 times out of 7, and I only got to beat a Tom Brady-led team 1 time. You're not gonna tell me that, bro. Like if I'm a team that catch fire and I'm hitting on all cylinders, like if I'm the Tennessee Titans and I'm on that run that I went on, in no way I should have beat the Buffalo Bills, but I did. Why? Because it was one game, and that threw it up in the air for a chance to win.
Listen, you didn't have none of them cats actually making it to the championship,
and they made it. What are you?
No, they didn't. AFC, they still lost. They still got dust off.
You just said making it to championship though. But
listen,
they made
but
it.
here's the thing: we can have those teams now. No,
let me tell you different. The teams that I have don't have a chance to be in the NFL, to make it in the NBA championship. They don't make it. The teams that I don't have a chance to make it to the NFL championship, they make it.
So let's go with this. Let's go with conference finals, because if you look at 1-1, that's always going to happen. So you got to look at the two final teams. So here's the thing: who did you have making it to the AFC Championship game last year? You got to look at this differently here. Kansas City versus whoever. You didn't even have another team. And out the NFC, you know who you had? Maybe Tom Brady, and then you name a couple other top teams. Outside of that, nobody else making it. They done.
Bro, I don't even know what to say to you right now, bro.
I mean, my bad.
Bro, no, bro. You now I see why you think the way you think. And that's
fine. You got some backwards ass thinking too, but I respect it.
The fact that you really processing this through your mind, that it's harder to win in the NFL. And
dude, here's the thing. You literally watch your team lose 2 of your best players, and they was down, and they still had a chance to make the playoffs, right? And they missed like 25 fucking games or something close to that. Let's say in 16 games, you lose your starting quarterback and your running back, your season is done. For 4 weeks, you might be finished. You're done.
You know why you're not done? Because you can be the Philadelphia Eagles who took their backup quarterback to the NFL championship and won it. Now, if you tell me, if you fucking lie to me and say that you had the fucking Philadelphia Eagles winning that championship with a backup quarterback, slap yourself right now.
Hey, listen, I got a question for you.
You a lie. Listen, anybody who agree with you on that bullshit is a lie.
Hey, check this out.
Come on, bro.
Let's be real about this.
Come on, bro. There's no backup LeBron. There's no backup LeBron.
Yeah, you done. You finished. But my point.
Then.
No. So here's the thing. The Eagles actually got hot, and before what's his face got messed up, Wentz got hurt. You had them riding straight into it. Y'all gave this dude the MVP and all types of stuff.
Same with Tom Brady. There's a backup Bledsoe who's Tom Brady. There's a backup Wentz who's fucking Nick Foles. There's no backup LeBron.
Listen,
there's no backup AD. There's no backup Kawhi Leonard. No backup PG-13. There's no backup. So the chance you lose those guys. If you lose, let me say you lose a Carson Wentz, a MVP caliber player at that time. You win the Super Bowl. You lose a LeBron or you lose a fucking Kawhi Leonard. You don't win it.
Bro, listen, we naming some of the greatest dudes that's ever picked up a dang on basketball too.
Okay, I apologize, bro. Forgive me. You lose, I don't know, a Chris Paul, right? Or you lose a fucking, I don't know. Give me somebody, a Chauncey Billups or a Rip Hamilton. Like you lose somebody off that court. You lose, I don't know. I'm just saying a star player off those teams. You lose a Devin Booker off the Suns, you don't make it to where you at. You take Chris Paul off the Suns right now, they're not where they're at. You take Wentz off the Eagles, you put Nick Foles there, they win a championship.
So I'll tell you how we gotta look at this, bro. Because they apple to oranges when we compare this, right? And so now I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about this. You can lose one piece on an NFL team, long as it's not your quarterback, but an NBA team is a little
But they
more
lost a
impactful.
quarterback.
Huh? No, I'm just saying. No, listen, calm down. Listen, calm.
I'm just trying to figure out where you're going with
Pipe
this.
down, Chief. Pipe down, Chief Keith. I'm just saying. So, an NBA team, you got more impactful guys on your team because there's only 5-6 dudes that's on a roster. What it comes down to. And so, if you don't lose your star player, you're gonna still be able to get through. We watched LeBron drag some sorry ass dudes to championships year in and year out. It's what it goes down to. And so, the NFL, the NBA, let's say he lose the NFL. Let's say he lose his left tackle or a wide receiver or something like that. It might be a little more challenging to get one done in a team that's actually coming through hot, where you got a defense and a special teams and better coaching. You might be able to clip one of these boys up and get through. So my point, like I said earlier,
the Carolina Panthers lost Kelvin Benjamin, who was their number one receiver at that time, and he was balling at that time. I give him his promise. He fat and whatever now, got out of shape. But listen, he was their number one receiver. Lost him before that season. Lost him in training camp. Went to the Super Bowl.
You know when he lost him? Say it again.
Okay. Oh, okay.
16 games to figure this shit out.
You know, shouts out to that. I'm glad you say that. Donovan McNabb lose T.O. before going to the championship game, and make it to the championship game. But he lost T.O. before that and make it to the championship game. So who else you got?
No. Let's go back to this.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina still had a top 10 defense, and it was a defensive dominant team.
You're right. We know that. We know that.
No, hell no. You can't throw that out the window, bro. You can't be like, nah. They lost a dude, and that dude only played one season anyway before that, so he didn't have that much time with his quarterback to begin with.
Okay, my bad. I want to go star because I want to go star. We was talking stars, right? So I want to go star. T.O. star. Is he not? Hall of Fame. Because the Eagles lost T.O.
And guess what? McNabb bitched up in the Super Bowl. Listen, you can't put that on. You can't put that on T.O. T.O. showed up for the game with a broke leg.
Look, man, good show tonight, bro. Good show tonight, man. You, bro. I don't understand you.
Listen, man. We ain't even getting to the fire.
We missed out a lot, but I got to go, of course. But man,
we didn't even get to the fire, man.
Listen, man. Look. And we thought the other topic was gonna be the argument. Shouts out to who was that? Meet was Pittman. Pittman, right? Last name Pittman. I can't get the first name right now. Was it Marquise or something like that? Shouts out to him for throwing that out there. But bro, you are wild, bro.
Listen, bro. Listen. And so the probability of some of these teams getting in for the NFL is different than the NBA, because at the end of the day, NBA boys, you already know you got your final 4 teams before the season starts. NFL. Shit, your final 4 might be upset real quick.
So hey bro, let's get offline. Because how does that make it harder in the NFL if your final 4 may be out quick and somebody who's not a final 4 make it and win it? Which your final 4 in the NBA,
they not gonna make it.
Hey man, we done.
Hey, no. Check this out. No, fuck that. We ain't leaving yet. Hey, no. So I got a question though.
I'm listening, man.
How many teams have repeated in the NBA back to back?
A few: Pistons, Lakers, Heat, Warriors. Yeah, it ain't too many that repeat in the NFL, which makes it harder to win in the NBA because you can't. It's hard. It's unlikely for you to repeat in the NFL, which makes it easier because that means somebody else is winning, other than the people who go back to back. You little dumbass. Let's go in the show. Thank you guys for joining the One Stop Podcast, where we talk sports and all that.
Does not make sense at all, bro.
Please follow us on all social media platforms. Yo, bro, you ended that so perfect for me, and
how does that make it easier to actually win, though? It's not.
No, listen. I think
somebody else is getting it. You get it.
I thank you for that because there's really no back-to-backs in the NFL. So that means other teams got a chance to win it all, right?
But it's still hard to get there. That means you get one, no. It don't make sense.
Hey, so follow us on all social media platforms.
Hey, listen.
Facebook.
So, listen.
Facebook, we even on caffeine now.
No, I know
YouTube.
Caffeine. I'm drinking water, man. He on caffeine.
It's a caffeine app, man. You got to get on it.
Whatever, man. And listen,
man, thank you guys for joining. Sorry we went crazy. You and Sean, y'all are made for each other, bro. I can tell that's your homie Because
Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing
I've
though,
been reading
bro.
the whole thread, bro. He the only one thinking like you. That's your homie, and that's love,
Nah,
bro.
man. Listen,
I'm
man.
your
It's
homie
a
too.
simple
I'm
concept.
your homie too, bro. But I ain't got love for you
Bro,
like
hey,
you got love.
I got a
for me,
question.
bro.
How many times we watched the NBA finals? We like, ain't no you even watch this game. We already know who's gonna win.
That's what makes it hard for everybody else behind him.
Nobody give a fuck about them teams. You don't care about them teams. Are you checking for Charlotte to win? No.
Because we know
You
they're
only checking
not.
for like 2-3 teams to win every
Bro, are
year.
you
That's
hearing
it.
yourself?
Period.
Are you hearing yourself? Hey, bye,
Hey,
bro. Hey,
and listen,
meet in the show. In the show, meet. We done. Please, in the show.
I
Because
can
this
do
boy
myself.
is on some kind of drug, and I don't know what it is.
Watch.
Hey,
I can end this show.
look, meet.
I can't
Thank
press the button.
you guys for joining
My button ain't working.
We talk sports and all that.